No, 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 no. Ooh, I can hear myself.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome to Tuesday Live. And you know what? I'm just going to pause for a second here because I'm just realizing that the air conditioner isn't on in here, and it is going to get really hot, really fast. So let me just pause and turn that down a bit so Susie and I do not melt when we're here. And we will welcome everybody to Tuesday Live, my Tuesday tribe. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Really, really exciting day today. And I want to tell you something. Well, I'm sort of killing time as people hop on, right? My normal thing. My mother and I have some before and after pictures. I'm going to throw them up. I think I sent them to Caitlin, who handles social media. Hopefully she'll put them up on social media like this before and after. My mom and I were working on putting together the kits for our craft club. And Susie, my friend, can you grab in that black Lois tote that's on the ground right there? There's a bunch of Scrap Masters. Just pull one out. Yeah, just any one of those. Yeah, just pull it out. Yeah, any one. Beautiful. So what we did this week, yesterday, whatever day it was, Sunday, is we put together the kits for our craft club, which is happening this week. And this is all of this stuff. I know it's a little bit hard to see. So these are their extra papers, right? So we had all their extra papers. And then we had the envelopes, the background papers, the embellishments. These are pages that we're going to put together during class. These are all the extra scraps that you're going to need to embellish your pages. And so we were doing this on Sunday on my work table, and it was a disaster, right? Ooh, it's hot already. It was a disaster. And I don't know, because we had to cut all of these shapes and sort everything by, pile of things. We have 24 people that do our craft class or craft club with us. And it was a disaster. And I don't know, however long into it, I was constantly moving things around our workspace because we were trying to make our samples at the same time as we were building their kits. It was a mess. And finally, bang, it popped into my head. Why do I not have a couple of craft and carry workstations out here to help us organize everything while we're working? So if you don't have a craft and carry workstation, and it was amazing. The difference was amazing. I know that kind of sounds arrogant, right? Because that's like my product. But if you're not working with a craft and carry workstation, this week, this just leads me into what I'm going to talk about, I guess. This week, they're on sale in some bundles. I think they're on sale, buy one, get one half off, in a mixed kit too. I'll talk more about those things. But I'm just going to really encourage you to do that. So two things that really helped us organize: our craft and carry workstation, and then these are all the different ribbons that go with the project. Now, we didn't give everybody a length of ribbon because we're going to let people choose their ribbons. And I know you see this all the time where I have the ribbon coming out of the, this is Edna, or the ribbon. Now, you can do the same thing with Merle. For those of you who are new to Buddy Bags, they're the same size. They'll do the same thing. But it really allows us then, as we're working, to pull out those ribbons that we want to work with, right? And keep everything neat and tidy on the table. So if you are someone who does a lot of wrapping with this kind of ribbon or works a lot with ribbon, this really, like the dispenser function of it, especially, when we're letting people choose, is just going to be a key to keeping ourselves organized and getting everything done when we are doing our craft club this week. So two things I want to encourage you to look at. And then, of course, I have everything organized in Scrap Masters, which are a no-brainer as well in your craft room. Okay, I've got a post here already popped up from Nancy Weisner. So should I hop into questions right away, or I'm going to do a couple questions, then we'll talk about specials. Nancy Weisner said, How can I store my 6x18 and my 8x10 stencil blanks? Also, where did you get the table that you are working on and how big is it? 8x10 stencil blanks, I would just use the A4 8.5x11 tab divider pockets. So those come in two orientations. You can buy them in landscape or portrait. The landscape fit in the, let's see if I can reach it over here. Yeah, I can. I might drop something on the floor, but no, this isn't even the right thing. That's what I get. It's probably closer to me, even easier to get to. Here we go. The landscape, this is, okay, so I'm going to pause before I answer that because I want to tell all of you the kind of the big specials that are going on, things that you need to look for, available right. So there are going to be some periodic 48-hour specials throughout the week. It is Crafters Companion's 17th birthday. Happy birthday, everybody at Crafters Companion. And so there are specials that started yesterday. And thank you, Carol Ann Hanley, for posting up those specials and providing the links. That was really helpful. So some of you saw these on social media, but all the buddy bags are they call it 3 for 2. So you choose 3 and you pay for 2. So you're going to pay for the most expensive 2. Your least expensive one is going to be the free one, right? So all the buddy bags are 3 for 2. There are a couple of buddy bag now. There are like gift with purchase specials all week long as well. So every time you shop this week and you spend $10 or more, you're going to get a little gift. When you spend $50 or more, you're going to get another gift, and you're going to get $10 or is it $10? And then you're going to get a voucher to spend in November. That's another discount. When you spend $100, you're going to get another gift, and you're going to get a voucher to spend after November 1st. I don't know what the expiration date is, but you can't use it again during the sale. But so there's all kinds of these little goodies that are going on. There's a link to all the specials on the Totally Tiffany page. I sent it to Leanne. I'm sure she'll post it up in the feed today, which kind of gives you the quick down and dirty on all of those things. There's this weird toss-up, right? So Saturday is a Totally Tiffany takeover on Craft House TV, on Crafters TV, on the Craft House show. There's going to be other special bundles for that show. A couple of them are available now, but not all of them. We're going to do the new product release on Saturday. So what am I trying to get to? We will sell out of some things before Saturday, but we will have specials on Saturday. So you kind of have to weigh that out with your crafting budget. And do you want to get the things you know you need early in the week? And you'll collect your gifts with purchase and all that, and you're at double points and all that stuff. But Saturday we might have something different or a bundle differently on Saturday. I don't know. I thought today, what's the best advice I could give people? If you really need something, there's something you've had your eye on that you really need, I would buy it now, today even, so that we don't run out of it. I know there's a couple of bundles also on there that we are low on stock on for the bundle. So I don't know. If you really need something, get it right away. If you're just making your list and checking it twice and stocking up on things, then you could wait till Saturday and get everything. Or you could shop and put everything in your cart and kind of know what's in there and then add to your cart on Saturday. So depending on, if you're going to go over the limit for free shipping, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Getting the best deals. It's very confusing. Okay, so there's a link that's going to show you all the things. I know Susie's trying to look it up and state, but it's very confusing. So buddy bags, 3 for 2. So you pay for 2, you get your third one free, and that's one of those specials. You just put everything in the cart, and the cart figures out which things get discounted. Storage and supply cases, 2 for $31, and that's a mix and match on that. Scrap rack pages, someone asked me about this last week, and yes, scrap rack pages and accessories are on sale 3 for 2 as well. So choose 3, pay for 2. The craft binders, the canvas craft binders that go with the scrap rack, right? That's the one with the shoulder strap and the tool storage on the inside. Those are 40% off. So if you love them or you've never tried them because you're waiting for a great deal, this is the time to pick that up. So the craft binder, well, I'll try and get one of those. I'll help Susie pull one of those in a little bit. 40% off hang and hold across the line. Plus, there's a bundle that I think is 53% off. So if you've been waiting to buy hang and hold, it's one of our more expensive items. This is the week to do it and get yourself those extra accessories as well. It's a smoking deal today. Craft and carry workstation, ditto tool tote, triangle travelers in all colors are buy one, get one half price. And that's a mix and match. So you can choose a ditto bag and craft and carry workstation, and the least expensive one is going to be half off. I think one's $29 and one's $34, so similar on that. Fab files, which is how I got started on this. Also 3 for 2. This is a great time to stock up on organization things. Those of you who are reorganizing your room right now, not exactly sure what you need, some of the basics, a variety of fab files, the paper handlers, those type of things. Now is a good time to stock up.
Hey, Tiffany.
Yes.
Conrad says she believes that Crafter's Companion dumps everything out of your cart after a period of time.
Oh.
So you may not be able to.
Peg is saying that she believes Crafter's Companion dumps everything out of your cart. They don't let you.
I hate sites that do that. I like have all this stuff because
yes,
it's like, all right, I was going to buy all this and add more to it, but now I get lost.
It's so annoying. I am going to try and get some confirmation on how long they leave stuff in your cart. Oh, I don't want that end. And then we'll try and get a post up so y'all know. Okay. And then of course, scrap rack base units, 35% off. So that's a smoking deal. And I know some of you have asked me about buying the expansion base separately. At this price, just buy a basic that has the wings on it and store the wings away, right? They may get the expansion base up there. I didn't see it on the website today. There's some weird confusion about what's shipping out of the US and what's shipping out of the UK. So worst case scenario, if they don't have the expansion bases up there, then just go ahead and get the scrap rack basic and store the wings. And that's kind of the difference. That is the difference between the expansion base and the regular one. So yeah, 35% off, that's a smoking deal. Okay, when you're looking at the bundles, I want you to read the fine print when you're looking at the bundles, because some of the bundles have a picture. Well, the one I'm thinking of has a black craft and carry workstation, black ditto, black triangle traveler, and a Lisa buddy bag. But when you read the description, the craft and carry workstation might be purple or the triangle traveler might be pink. So make sure you review the words so that you know. Now they're trying to change the pictures. I pointed it out this morning when I was on my call. I don't know if they're going to get that done right away or not. So just as a caution to you, make sure that you read the description of the product so that you know what items you're getting in what colors when you're looking at those bundles of like craft stations and the craft station ditto triangle traveler, right? So the pictures may not be exactly what you're getting. If you go to the Totally Tiffany homepage, click on this slider that's got a picture of Sarah Davies and says about the birthday, and that'll take you to the specials that I was just talking about, or so you can kind of see what those all are. Okay, double points every day with bonus points on some bundles, so keep that in mind. Let's see, I got another question here from Lisa Tartaglione. What do you suggest to put enamel dots in? If you can tell me what kind of enamel dots you're using. It depends on the card size that they come on. I think they're all carded. I don't think you can buy them loose like rhinestones. Then it's just going to depend on the brand that you use. And okay, I'm going to back up a minute. One of the bundles. All right, I'm just going to start over. I got halfway through this answering the question for Nancy. So Nancy, for your 8x10 stencils. This is the fab file, 8.5 by 11 pockets, labelable, really easy to use, handle on the top, right? Label pockets on the top and side if you prefer this. If you prefer the portrait orientation, straight up and down, then we also have the A4 8.5 by 11s that fit in the paper handler, and those go vertically instead of horizontally. So either one of those is going to work. For your larger stencils, I think you said they were 16 inches. I don't have anything that's going to work for those right now. That's that length, unless you roll them up. And if they're okay to roll up. So your question was stencil blanks. I'm thinking that that might just be a sheet of stencil plastic. If you can roll those up, then you can use your vinyl sleeves, right? So roll up that stencil blank, put it in a vinyl sleeve, and then depending on, again, what size you want to go with, you can use the 12 by 12 storage and, no, 12 by 12 paper taker. You can use the, or you could use the vinyl roll trays as well to hold that roll paper. Unfortunately, I don't have anything. I'm working on getting some bigger stuff done because we do have that 16, 18, 20, and 24 inches that people are kind of struggling with to find solutions. So I'm pushing all of those things for you, my friend. So we have some new pouches coming out, and I'm hoping to get those in the larger sizes so that our pockets will fit in there and we can accommodate those bigger things as well. Sorry for this stray there on the thing. Okay, back to Lisa. What do you suggest to put your enamel dots in? So depending on the size of them, if you're keeping them separately, right? So my enamel dots are, most of them on the cards or in my scrap rack in the rainbow section. If you're keeping your enamel dots separate from everything else, then depending on the size, you could use one of the buddy bags. If you can put up what size your enamel dots are, that would be helpful. But also, I know on Saturday, and it might be up already, maybe I'll get Susie's fast fingers on this. Susie, can you search? I don't think it's out yet. This is called the Bits and Bobs bundle, and it is going to be, this is not the bundle itself, this is just how you're going to use it, I guess. It is going to be 2 of these boxes and a variety of the storage cards that fit inside. So if you are using this, so this is the, I wonder if I only have that size cards in here. It looks like I do. These are the 12 by 6 cards, or storage pockets. So these are 12 by 6. You're going to get some of these. And then there's a couple of different pocket sizes, ones in thirds, ones in half, that you're also going to get. So this is a good way maybe to store those enamel dots in these pockets if you're keeping them all that way. And that'll be a special bundle on Saturday for the Craft House show. Also, of course, depending on the size, they could fit perfectly into one of the buddy bags or into the 5x7 or 4x6 fab file as well. So it's a great time to be asking questions because so many products are on sale this week that you're really going to be able to get a good deal on the things that you need while you're searching. Okay. Lisa Stump says, which website should we buy from? Crafter's Companion or TT? Makes no difference. You can buy from either site, whichever is easier for you to navigate. All the products ship out of the same warehouse over there in the UK, so you're not going to get faster shipping on one or the other. Here's another reason to buy early, though. You know, birthday week on Crafter's Companion is crazy, and the warehouse gets buried in orders, which means things take a little longer than they should. So for the first few days of the sale, which is going on now, the warehouse is going to be processing those orders first, so earlier shoppers will get their products faster before things kind of get bogged down. But either website is fine. Whichever is easier for you to navigate. You get your points on either the Totally Tiffany site or the Crafter's Companion site. It's easier to find Totally Tiffany stuff on the Totally Tiffany site, just the way that it's arranged and, you know, the way that you can see those things. But if you're trying to combine what you're buying with Crafter's Companion and Totally Tiffany, so you get your free shipping or you get other different things that go with a big order, then you might want to look for those things on the Crafter's Companion site. But it makes no difference. They all come from the same place. James Radke says, question, is the sale shipping from the US or the UK? It depends what you buy. Bigger items ship out of the US. Smaller items are going to ship out of the UK. So if you buy big items and small items, there's a chance you're going to get 2 packages, one from the US warehouse and one from the UK warehouse. Kind of how you know is when you look at the SKU. So when you look at a Totally Tiffany product on the Totally Tiffany website, and I don't know what it looks like on Crafter's Companion, but probably similar, it says the item name, Craft and Carry Workstation, and then underneath it, it'll give you the SKU, right? TT-Craft Carry Work, whatever it is, I don't know. And then there's a US, and it's either in the front of it, like US dash the SKU or the SKU dash US. That is how you know it's coming out of the US warehouse. Little trick there. Or I don't know that always is the case. There might be a case where the US runs out and they actually end up filling from the UK, but generally that's a general rule. If the US is before or in the beginning or the end of the SKU, it's probably coming out of the US warehouse. All right, Patty Redmond says, what bag is good for micro pens? When you're saying micro pens, I am going to say the Deborah bag is probably the best for micro pens. They're shorter. So Deborah is going to be your best option for micros. Karen Wild says, are Spinder sleeves necessary? Not for me. I don't use Spinder sleeves on any of my Spinders. Spinder sleeves are necessary when your Spinders are really heavy, and then it makes it easier to. And I suppose if you're pulling them off and on a lot, like if you travel, that might affect it, right? So the Spinders are mechanical, so the more you bang them around, the more things get wonky, I guess. But I don't use Spinder sleeves on any of my Spinders. I'm good about not overloading them. All of my Spinders have a couple of dividers on them, which keeps everything stable, which was a question on the website today. Thanks to all of you who answered that question. Someone else put up about her pages sagging, and then you guys all chimed in about the benefits of those dividers. So if you're having trouble with your rings popping open, then I would suggest Spinder sleeves. If you don't have that problem, then you don't need them.
Okay, I've got one for you.
Susie's got a question.
Eileen Brown says, good morning, Tiffany. I have several wooden boxes with drawers that hold dies and magnets. On magnets. I apologize, I don't know the correct name. My question is, how do I get the drawers to slide in and out with ease?
So, sorry, what was her first name again?
Eileen Brown.
Eileen Brown is asking about the die file panels, being able to slide them in and out with ease. So there's a couple of things going on there. One is they're made of wood. So anywhere that there's moisture in the air, wood soaks in that moisture, and that makes things a little bit bigger and a little bit stickier. And then there's also, when you're sliding them in and out, if you're sliding them, and most of you have seen me do this, when I try to slide it sideways or over the top, it's always tough. But if you go straight in and straight out, it's going to be much easier. So that's the first thing, straight in, straight out. And the other thing is just try a little beeswax or candle wax on the edges of your of the trays or panels, right? And that'll help slide it in and out as well. So again, a lot of times if you're somewhere where there's moisture in the air, that makes that sticky. So just a bit of beeswax or candle wax on the edge, and you are going to love how easy they go in and out. Okay. Tawny Kelly, not a question, but I saw this on our Facebook group. She used the little round watchmaker tins in her 8-drawer storage and supply case. So she had the tins and she used them for, I don't remember what she had in them, but they really make things super visual and super accessible. So if you have the old watchmaker tins, which were really popular, they came before like a layer of tins and then a little panel and then a layer of tins in this box with the clear top, and you had to unload down to the bottom to get to the ones at the bottom. Well, if you still have those and you want to use them, put them in the 8-drawer storage and supply case. I don't have the watchmaker tins anymore, but I guess these are similar size, right? So she put all of them in there. And so she could see, I wonder if I bet she had more than 6. It looked like she had a lot, maybe 7 in each row. But that is going to give you, 48. You got 8 if you get 6, 48 if you can get 7, you're going to get 56. But really a visual way to see all of those. And again, you can use this like I've used this, open, right, label the front of the drawers and be able to pull those things in and out easily as well. So thanks for sharing that, Tawny. We love it when you share your great ideas. Sandra Opatek says, my husband and I are building a home and I will finally have a designated crafting room with a walk-in closet. I'm planning to build shelves in the entire closet. What are some recommendations for the size of the shelves? The first thing that I would recommend is not going to be glamorous at all, but it's going to work the best for your craft supplies, is to, rather than build actual shelves in there, just put in those shelving strips that have the clamp in brackets, right? I know they're not glamorous. I have a huge set of them in here. But the beautiful thing about those is that you can make your shelves any space apart that you want. Oh, so that's amazing, right? That is, if you're talking about efficiency, there's no better way than that. So my mother, I should take a picture of her craft closet. She took her pantry, which is, so when you go to my mom's house, you go through the door, and on the right side is what they call the smart space. And it's countertops, and it goes around this way, and there's a window and a workstation, and then the laundry stuff is on the other side. But it's this giant work room, right? And then on the other side, as you come in, and if you go straight, you go right into the kitchen. But as you come in, if you open the door on the other side, that's her pantry. Well, she's a single gal. You know, if you've met my mom, she weighs like 92 pounds. So she's not like filling her pantry with food, right? And so originally she had her craft supplies in all those cabinets in the smart space. And then she thought, boy, I have way more craft supplies than I have food. Maybe I should reverse that. And so she did. So when you go in her smart space, there's like walls that go this way and then this way and like this. So she put those shelving brackets on these walls and shelving brackets on the front walls. And they're those. So she can move the brackets around. So I definitely recommend that. And then the brackets come in different depths, right? So, boy, mine are at least 12 inches, but there's like a 12-inch, an 8-inch, and a 6-inch. And I would recommend all of those sizes because you can put shallower shelves for shallower items, which means the things below them are easier to get to and easier to see. So I would look, Home Depot, Lowe's, those kind of stores have all that stuff. They have nice shelving, or they have just regular wooden shelving that you can paint. But that would be my suggestion. If I was doing it, I would do what my mother did. Her sides, like when you walk in the.
Take a picture and post it next.
I know. I will. I'll definitely. Maybe she's on the line. Mom, if you're watching, we need a picture. She has a little step ladder in there, but it's just lined with buddy bags and fab files, and everything is just totally organized, and it's all one hand grab in there. So what you want to do is have enough shelves so that you're not stacking things on top of each other, because you don't want to have to pull off the top thing to get to the bottom thing and put that back, right? You just want to pull out what you need. So they're not glamorous. These shelves are not glamorous, but accessibility is key. And if it's in a closet, don't make it pretty, make it function. That's my biggest piece of advice for you. Okay, I hope that helps. Diane Brennan, Marshall, I love paper too. Question, do you know when the pockets for the Kirsten will be back in stock? I do not know. Can you look at the Stamps of Life, Susie, and see if they have the 9x6 pockets? I'll write it down also, my little stock checklist here. 9x6 TDP. Stephanie may have them and stamps and at the Stamps of Life and
And what am I looking for?
9x6 tab divider pockets. So if we don't have them, but I'll check. I'm going to put this is my stock check. Okay. but we're looking right now. Linda. Marshall. Linda says, what buddy bag has the stadium insert for the pens or markers? The Sarah buddy bag has the stadium insert, and it it works best with really long markers. So either your tri-blend markers in that stadium, because it pushes them up. The bag is bigger. It also, if you remove the stadium, it's going to hold your chameleon markers as well. So the Sarah buddy bag, and I think a Sarah might be, I think there's a bundle right now if you're looking for new markers with the Sarah and some Spectrum markers. I think I saw that today too, but she's the one with the stadium. Karen Wild says, our spider sleeves necessary. Already answered that. Marcel paper. Diane Brennan says, can you make the next size up, slide, stash, and store? And an 8 or 10 or 12 inch would be great for closets. Diane Brennan, the 10-inch slide, stash, and store are slated to release hopefully early next year. So keep your eyes out for those. Ever since we released the first line of them, we started planning the 10-inch.
They do have them in stock. They show them a really cute pink.
Are they, that's the bag or the pockets?
The pockets are available, but they show them in the
pink bag.
In the pink, yeah.
Yeah, in the pink.
Kirsten.
So Stephanie has cuter buddy bags in colors. Like you can see some of her pink buddy bags here on the Stamps of Life. But yes, the 9x6 pockets are available on the Stamps of Life website right now. So if you can't get them with us, I'm sorry, but go visit Stephanie at the Stamps of Life. You'll love her if you don't know her already. Lori Turner. I have the Simply Scored scoring tool by Stampin' Up. It measures 15 by 13. Lori, I love you for sending me the dimensions. The Simply Score, it measures 15 by 13 by a quarter. What do you recommend for storage of this item? Thanks so much. 15. See, that is the problem. We have this oversized. All right, Susie.
All right, where am I going?
I just need one of these binders right here. I'm going to measure that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what's in it. I'm going to take whatever's in it. Out of it. Okay. So I'm going to measure this because this might be the best thing I have to offer you. I don't know the Simply Scored scoring tool by Stampin' Up. I don't know anything about that, what that is or what that looks like or what the parts and pieces are for it. But the interior of this binder, so this is the, maybe Leanne can throw up a link. This is the binder cover, right? It has a Velcro strip on the inside. So like you saw me pull that Spinder out of there, you can take a Spinder off your scrap rack and put it in here. But it is, I just measured it. It's bigger than 15. It is, the actual interior of it is 16 by 14. So you could easily put your system in there, zip it closed, and then store it. And then when you wanted to take the system out, you could just pull it out of the top, right? So almost use it like a big buddy bag kind of with the zipper around the top to pull that in and out and then label it, slide it on your shelf this way. That's the only thing I've got that's that size. And I don't know, I mean, it definitely dimensionally will fit your product. I don't know enough about that product to know what the other pieces look like, but it might be if there's small pieces that go along with it. Susie, can you look that up? It's called the Simply Scored scoring tool by Stampin' Up. Simply Scored scoring tool. If you look that up, then you can tell me what the pieces are and all. Because you might need to add something else in there, right? Like, I don't know what that would be, but I'm thinking if there's like cutters and that kind of thing, or score blades or that type of thing, then you might want to put something else in there to kind of corral all those little pieces, but we'll see what they are. Okay. Christy Guthmiller, do you know when the 8.5 by 11 paper taker will be back in stock? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I'll check on it again. Paper taker. I believe that scrapbook.com has that. Stephanie, the Stamps of Life, might also have it. You know, they stock out of a different warehouse, so that's oftentimes why we have it at our retailers here in the U.S. versus being able to buy it on the website. Simply Scored scoring tool. Oh yeah. Yeah, that will probably fit in the binder. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but you could probably fit some other things in there too, along with your scoring tool. There may be some other big flat things, maybe cutting mats and that type of thing. You could maybe turn it into kind of a vertical storage for all of those things. So I'm kind of imagining that it's on the shelf and you slide it off the shelf, leave this unzipped, pull out what you need, slide it back on the shelf, right? And it keeps it in that vertical position. Let me know what you think about that. That's an interesting tool. Sheila Scott, what do you recommend to store the diamond press ink pads that are 2 by 2? 2 inches by 2 inches. I have not seen those. 2 by 2 is going to be pretty small, right? The Tim Holtz ink pads, I think, are 3 by 3. So I have a lot of 1 by 1s, right? Almost all the manufacturers make that little 1 by 1. Of course, you know, just when I think I have the problem solved, somebody comes out with a new size of ink pad. I'm pretty sure that these are 3 by 3. So the Diamond Press 2 by 2, what am I going to recommend for that? A 2 inch by 2 inch ink pad. Ooh, hey, how about, let's check this out. These are probably not. How about the 6 drawer, right? So that's this guy. The 6 drawer storage and supply case. Remember, storage and supply cases are on sale this week. So this is a 2 by 2, 2 inches wide, 2 inches tall. So it might be the perfect place to store your 2 by 2s. And then instead of storing it flat like this, stand it up and it'll keep those flat. And then you can pull up the trays, right? Label the colors at the ends, just like we do with everything else. And it should be a perfect fit. Woo-hoo. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the storage and supply cases, they come in 3 different drawer configurations. So this is a 2 drawer. This is a 6 drawer, and they're compatible. Like you could take 3 of these drawers and put them on this side and 1 of these drawers and put it over here. So if you've got ink pads and maybe blending brushes or something like that, and you want to swap those around, think about the fact that you can, you know, mix and match. So there's the 6 drawer, the 2 drawer, and the 4 drawer. This is the 4 drawer right here. So again, you could take 2 of the 4 drawers, 1 of the 2, 3 of the 6, and mix and match those all together. So, and they are all on special I think it's 2 for $31. They're normally about $20 a piece. So that's a good way, probably the perfect solution for that. Laura Albrecht says, are you still doing the podcast for 12 Rules for Life? Last podcast I could find was rule number 8. Yes, 8 is the last one that I have up. I know some of you already know this, but I have been out on 2 trips with my husband in the last month, and that has put a hitch in my get along. I need to figure out how to post things, like do things while we're traveling. Except for those of you who also know about
the grid.
We are off the grid, and it's usually really dusty. So I don't even usually take my computer because the amount of dust where Park likes to roam around is crazy. But Laura, thanks for asking, and I will get those I'm on it. I'm going to get back focused on it now that I'm going to be home for a couple of weeks solid. So you look for 9, 10, 11, and 12 to come out maybe over the next 4 weeks. Okay. Gloria Ralston. I know the Stephanie bag isn't designed for Tim Holtz inks, but I love the way you can see your colors and pull out the required ones. Will you make, so she used the Stephanie bag for her Tim Holtz inks, and it's a little bit too deep, right? But she used the label sticker so you can really see the colors, which is great. She says, will you make a similar version for these inks? Love, love all your innovative storage. Yes. Yes, we will. Yes, we have. Yes, it's coming. So I would say, I'm not sure if that's going to launch. For those of you who are in the US, right? Stephanie Bernard, the Stamps of Life, launches a lot of new products here. Karen at Be Creative also launches a lot. Hey, I think actually that, so those of you who watch Shop and Show, which is Facebook, Eric and Bonnie Paper Wizard, they do a program called Shop and Show that's kind of like HSN or Crafters TV or whatever, but it's on Facebook. And Karen at Be Creative is going to be there, and she may actually be launching that. Oh, okay, hang on. I know I don't like to leave the camera because if anybody pops on and you're just looking at the picture of my studio, but I'm going to try and look this up super, super fast so that I can give you that answer, because you may see that. Huh?
Then you got to get on to WIBYCBI.
Oh, then we got to get on to WIBYCBI. Yes.
I mean, everybody's
okay. Waiting patiently. I didn't even talk about that yet.
I know.
Oh my gosh, what a goofball. Okay, I'm gonna look really quickly here and see if I can pull this up. And if not, I will let you know. Let's see. Shoot. Okay, sorry, it's gonna take me too long to find. I will get a post up about that. I will look at the end of today's event, and I may even just pop right back on and talk about that if I can find it. If not, I'll definitely get a post up. But yes, it's coming. Could be sooner than I think, actually, sooner than I'm remembering. Okay, we do have a win it before you can buy it today. So the way you win is you comment. So make sure you get a comment in during the feed today so that you can be the winner. So we're giving away 2 of this brand new product, or 2 bundles of the brand new product. And we're also giving away our regular $25 gift certificate. So make sure you've got a comment in the feed. How long have you been following Totally Tiffany? What's your favorite product? Where are you from? Anything like that. Get a comment in the feed. I'm going to answer these next questions super quick, and then we are going to move on to the WIBYCBI. Okay. Cheryl Adams says, I have the Misty 12x12 stamp tool, and it measures 14 by 14. Do you have something coming out to store this? Measures 14 by 14. No. But, you know, I'm going to bring this up at our planning meeting and see what we can come up with. Now, it will fit in this binder, though, which I just measured, which is 14 by 16. So you could use this as well. Same kind of thing, like pretend it's a buddy bag that opens at the top, right? So that would also work for that. You've got the handle on the side. You've got the label tab. So this is the Spinder binder cover. So if you go to the Scrap Rack page, the binders page, you should find this. And it's probably on sale this week because it's an accessory also. So you're probably there's 3 for $2. So buy 3 of them, you'll get 1 free. You'll find tons of uses for it, especially if you're using a Scrap Rack. Anna Chang says, which buddy bag would hold close to my heart stamps? I just need the size on those. And I think most close to my heart stamps are 6 by 6, which means that they are going to fit probably best in the 6 by 6 paper taker, right? Which is buddy bag-ish. It's a little bit thinner. You can use the 6 by 6 tab divider pockets with that to hold those stamps, especially if you have stamps and dies that work together. They're also going to fit probably in the in the 6x6 fab file. And I know the favorite, this doesn't have stamps in it, does it? This has cards in it. That's a Kirsten. Wait a minute. That's one of those pink ones. If you want pink, you have to go to Stephanie's website. She's got the corner on the pink market. This is the Karen buddy bag with the 5x7 pockets. And as you can see, they are they're larger than 5x7. So I think you're going to find that you can also store your 6x6 if they are 6x6. It's going to be tight. No, I'm going to take that back. If they are 6x6, then I would use a 6x6 fab file or the 6x6 paper taker to organize those. Carol Vaughn said, oh, Faylene Tonkin, what would you suggest for stamp and die storage when you have literally hundreds of them? I'm going to say this, Faylene. So this is the die stamp and supply organizer. And I have in here over 100 sets of stamps and dies, right? I have different pocket sizes in the front, the smaller ones, medium, large in the back. And I've used our pockets to organize those. The beautiful thing about this is you can pull out the dividers in each section and make them as big as you want. This system also, you can see I've cataloged it by number. There's videos about how to do this. This will hold, I mean, you're looking at, I think 112 is the number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 106. And I've got my dies and stamps stored together where I have dies and stamps together, and I've got bigger ones in the back. So I would say use a die stamp and supply organizer, put it on a shelf somewhere, catalog it. It's going to be a perfect solution. If you don't have shelf space to use the desk-made die stamp and supply organizer, then you can use the Kirsten Buddy bag, 2 sets of stamps, 2 sets of dies in each of those 9x6 pockets, and you can get 30 plus pockets in the Kirsten Buddy bag. So it would take a lot of buddy bags, less of these, but either thing would work well. And this is my favorite. Things that are open and accessible, easy to get to, you just use them more often. So this is an option for you. If you have shelf space where you can put it, this is definitely what I would go to. Hi, Faylene, by the way. It's so fun to see your name pop up. Okay. Caroline Vaughn, what do you guys use for storing your lunar paste in? I'm not sure what lunar paste is, but if it is the same like round disc shape as embellishment paste, then it's going to fit in the Edna Buddy bag. Give me the dimensions on that lunar paste and I'll give you a better answer. Becca Jared says, will you be making any storage for the Cosmic Shimmer polish pots? The one with the sponge on the top of the lid at all. So excited for the sale this week. I think people have put the Cosmic Shimmer pots in the 12x12 storage and supply cases. So they show them in a picture with the pot standing up. That's not going to work. Do I have one right here with that in it? No, but I'm going to show those 12x12 storage and supply cases on Saturday. I will try to get the weird ones with the weird pots in there so that I can show you what those look like. But I would say 12x12 storage and supply case is going to be a good solution for those. You just have to put them in kind of funky. So I put them in kind of laying on their side. So right side up, upside down. So the tops kind of fill in each space. So you get a more fuller line of them. So I think that would be it. Okay. That's going to be my last question because we're going to do the WIBYCBI. Win it before you can buy it. Woo, okay, I'm giving 2 sets of these away today. Now, these are not on the website yet. Obviously, win it before you can buy it. They're not on the website, but, and they're so new. I didn't get my actual finished product yet. So what you're seeing today are the samples from the factory that I would approve before we went into production. So they're not exactly, well, you'll see. Oh, Okay, you are going to love these. They're going to be so much fun. They're such a great little thing to add to your collection. I have to pull this out because this is holding up the WIBYCBI sign. Neat and tidy. Little drum roll. Here we go. Ooh. La 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 la. Okay, cuteness. Look at these. Super fun. These are called the pack and pop cases. And how these work is that each of them, you open the zipper and you pull down the sides. And now you have got this little, you should have seen Susie's face. She was like, whoa. That is so cute, right? So you've got all your little storage in here. This one has some tools in it, right? Like my magnifying glasses, can't craft without those. So there's a small. Now the winners are getting one of each of these, so the full set. There's a medium, okay? So this one has my Cricut tools in it. And you might be looking at those going, why are those tools standing up so neat and tidy? That is one of the fun fact, cool features of this product. And I'm gonna show you that as soon as I open the big one. So, and then we've got this jumbo one here. So, every once in a while, you've got some great big thing that doesn't fit anywhere else. Oh, there's my little foam that I'm going to talk about. Like giant scissors, like your great big scissors, your heat tool, whatever. So the jumbo, the big one, is perfect for that. And as you can see, you open them up and then just pull them down. And when you're going to travel with them or store them, you pull them up and close them. So why are my Cricut tools all standing up neat and tidy? One of the unique features about this, and this is one of the things, since the only ones I had to show you are the samples. So my foam is kind of messed up on the inside. So inside each one of these, and it has writing on it. That's my own little notes there. So each one of these comes with a foam block that looks like this. I'm going to stuff this back in here so you can see how it works. So you get this foam block and it's going to be solid. There's one for each of them, right? It's called pick and pluck foam. Some of you may have seen that, but you can pick the piece that you want in these little squares and pluck it out. And so you can leave the holes that are going to hold whatever you want it to hold. Neat and tidy, straight up and down. Missing one thing. Right, like that. So this is what is inside of your pop and pack case. And that is what keeps things like your Cricut tools, like these, standing straight up and down, neat and tidy. Now, if you're using this for Cricut tools like I am, you want to make sure and turn your points toward the center on these weird guys because you don't want them to hook on the sides of your case as you pull it up and down, right? Okay. So it also offers that little bit of padding. And then if you don't need it to be all the way to the top, you can pull it down. So if you're trying to keep it smaller, take up less space, right down to the top of the tool. So you don't necessarily have to have it at the full height of the space. Now, this is a vinyl. The top of it is vinyl. So I think, as I was looking at these this morning, that you could cut something really cute with your Cricut and put it right onto that vinyl surface like a label, right? So maybe it's going to say Cricut Tools or something like that. And then you can label this vinyl piece really easy with self-adhesive vinyl that you cut on your Cricut machine. So this one that has all the big tools in it that are just kind of in the middle, I plucked out all the foam in the middle of this and just left the outside. And the outside piece gave stability to the bag, which allowed me to stand up these smaller tools in there, but also gave me sort of maximum space in there because these things don't need to be separated out. So the nice thing about doing the Cricut tools that way is they're all pokey, right? And you got the tweezers and then you got all those pokey things, and that makes it really easy to grab it without poking yourself. So you've got the small, the medium, and then the large. And let me see what I've done with my foam in the large here. Oh, same thing. Okay, so this large one, I did the same thing. I just took out all the middle foam. Now, depending on what you're going to put in here, you may leave the center foam so you have two things, or leave one little band of foam over on the side so that you can put whatever it is, in that side, because that's what's going to make it stand up and stay straight up and down. So before you start plucking your foam, before you become a foam plucker, make sure you know what you want to put in there, and then save the foam that you have plucked out. Because the other thing, and I apologize if I didn't get, like I said, the other things, or I would have played with this a little bit more. I think if you decide to change your foam configuration, that you can put low temp hot glue on there and actually put that in and glue it in there to create, after you've pulled it all the way out, or you want to do it for something else. So don't store your little foam that you pull out in case you need it for something else, right? So this is our big reveal. These will be available on Saturday, the Totally Tiffany Craft House Takeover on Saturday on Crafters TV, which is broadcast on the Crafters Companion website. We'll put up some links to that as we get closer to the show. And these three, you'll be able to buy the three of these in a bundle, and you'll also be able to buy them individually. So if you think, oh, I love that bundle, but I need two of these, or two of these, or two of these, all the dimensions will be there as well. But I guess I could tell you that also. So the big one is going to hold things that are a maximum of, I need my glasses, ladies.
Karen Caraway had a suggestion.
9 inches, yes.
Cut pieces from the foam you plucked from the case that holds Cricut tools and put them on the pointy tips to keep them from poking.
Oh yeah, you could use, that's a good suggestion. You can use a little piece of foam to go on your pointy tip so it won't poke you, or your bag, right? You don't want to get it hung up in the fabric in the bag when you're pulling it up and down. So so this one is going to be 9 inches tall. And
somebody asking if the big
6.
one, where did it go? Is the large pop and pack big enough for this CM border system?
Probably not. It's only 9 inches tall. So if that system is 12 inches, which Creative Memories probably is, it won't be tall enough. But if you might look at the Brandy Buddy bag for that, though, also, if it's 12 inches tall. So this is 9 inches tall, 6 inches across, and 3 inches, I'm going to say deep. 3 inches deep. So that's that one, the large. And then the medium is going to hold things that are a maximum of, we'll go height here. I love the idea that you could put some super cute label on there. This is like 8.5 inches tall, and it is 7 inches wide. And the baby is 5 inches wide and 7 inches tall. Did I say this one was 7 inches tall? That was wrong, wasn't it? Oh, 7 inches wide. Yeah, this one's 8.5 tall. 7, 8.5, 9 for height on those. So look how cute they are. I mean, don't you just want to get your Cricut out right now and cut some bright pink, turquoise, and lime flowers and put them on there with a little label that says Cricut Tools? Oh, that'd be so cute. All right. So these are the brand new. These are pop and pack cases in the 3 sizes. Let's choose some winners. So our first winner, if you haven't commented, now is definitely the time to get it in there really quick. That's right. You snooze, you lose. And I will tell you one other thing that someone messaged me about really quickly. Well, Leanne is picking winners. Someone said to me, hey, I saw a post where you talked about easy ways to open a Ziploc bag. I know, things, the blast from the past, right? So one thing that I shared, and I didn't realize it wasn't as common knowledge as I thought, is that if you have a Ziploc bag where the tops of the bag are the same height, it's kind of a pain to get in there. If you put it between your fingers on the zipper and slide it, it will pop open. Look at Susie. Oh, right? So any kind of Ziploc bag that's like that, put your fingers. That's right. Susie's going to be like, okay, I need to see a Ziploc bag. right? I just did it with this one too, right? Just slide it and it will open. So this is a tiny one. So even on tiny ones, it's going to work, but on your big ones, it's also going to work. The other thing I shared when I talked about that is, you can buy the fancy Ziploc bags now that have a higher and lower lip on them. So if you have arthritis, sliding that is a little bit tougher. So, but if you take your Ziploc bag before you fill it up, and it's a little bit harder with this tiny one, and you just cut a crescent notch out of one side of it, then it's easy to grab two sides with your fingers and pull it open also. So either solution is I know you can't really probably see what I did there, but I just cut a notch out of only one side. And that allows me to grab one side and then grab the other side. And you can do this with any size Ziploc bag. So that is your handy dandy life tip. I wish I had a picture of Susie's face, because when I slid that.
I get so pissed at
It is, no matter what you buy, right? It's like, and then they're in that bag and yeah.
Okay, you know what else? Now, see if you know this, fix this one. When you're closing it and you rip it with your nail because you're trying to close it. Have you ever done that? And you're like,
yes, and then it's useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it can't solve that.
Okay.
But I wish I had a picture, because when I slid this, Susie's face went, right? So easy if you have thumbs. My mom has arthritis, which is why I had to come up with, in her thumb, which is why I had to come up with the second solution, because she was like, that doesn't work. I have arthritis in my thumb. So cut the crescent out or slide it, your Ziploc bags. Okay, let's talk about some winners. So we have 3 winners today. We have a $25 gift card winner, and we have the 2 Pack and Pop collection winners. So let's start with the winner before you can buy it. Winners. All right, here we go. Winner number 1, Patsy Tooley. Winner number 2, this is awesome, Barb Carlson. Woo woo! So all of you know Barb, she's here all the time. I don't think you've ever won or won in recent memory on Tuesday Live. So super special thank you to you, Barb, for being here all the time. And congratulations, Barb and Patsy, on winning the Win It Before You Can Buy It Pack and Pop cases. Now, you can't buy them yet. So they won't ship right away, but those will be coming out to you too. And then our $25 gift certificate winner this week, Allison Spar, S-P-H-A-R, or Alice Spar. You are the $25 gift certificate winner. Now, to claim your prizes, all 3 of you, please send an email to prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com. And don't forget the S, that'll be a problem. Prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com. Tell them what you've won. If you are not already a Club Inspire member, join Club Inspire first so that they can load your prize. I guess this is more for Alice, right into your Club Inspire account in terms of shopping dollars, so that you can just shop there. So, all right, everybody, great sale going on. Started today. Don't miss that. You click on the slider on the Totally Tiffany homepage. It'll take you to the shortcuts. This is a great week to sort of be stocking up on the things that you really need, the basic things that you use all the time. Maybe you need a couple more paper handlers, some 12 by 12 fab files, whatever it is. Take advantage of the special deals and the double points this week. And you don't want to miss out, right, on getting all those free gifts as well. So one last time, I just want to remind you, if you're buying a bundle that has things like that come in colors, Craft and Carry Workstation, Ditto, Triangle Traveler, that type of stuff. Oh my gosh, I have a funny story about the Triangle Traveler. Did I tell you guys about traveling with my friend Shauna? Okay, read the fine print so that you know what color you're getting, just to be sure that the things in the picture are the same color or not the same color as the item that you are actually ordering. So I'll tell you one really quick story. I traveled with my Triangle Traveler with all my cosmetics in it with my girlfriend Shauna. We're sharing a hotel room, and I grabbed my little Triangle Traveler out of my bag, and I walked into the bathroom. There's 2 sinks and 2 counters, and I opened it up and kind of laid it back and unzipped it, and boom, all my stuff was there and ready to go, right? Done, right there. Put my cosmetic brushes out of the pocket and into the back. Done, just like that. Everything And Shauna goes, oh my gosh, what is that? And I said, oh, it's a Triangle Traveler. And I showed it to her. And she started laughing. She went into the room, got her stuff, and she came back into the bathroom carrying 3 Ziploc bags. And she goes, you might have the Totally Tiffany Triangle Traveler, but I got the Shirley Shauna system right here. And it was just it was hysterical. So now so now we call all our little Ziploc bags that we have things in the Shirley Shauna organization system. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to my story. Thanks for tuning in today. Congratulations, Barb and Peggy and Alice, on your prizes today. Super excited for the week ahead. There's so much going on. Don't miss a day of it. Keep an eye on your email. And remember, if there's something that you want or that you need, don't risk it selling out. Get it today and then shop with us again on Saturday for other things with that special bonus. But I don't want you to miss out on some of the basic stuff in the event that it sells out during the week. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you all on Saturday at the Totally Tiffany Craft House Takeover.